see. Well, if you're watching this, then you must have been out trick-or-treating with your children. Or you're just on vacation from your job because it's Halloween. Anyway, I love it as much as the next guy, but well, the one thing we love to do is tell ghost stories along the digital campfire. And I have one specially picked. Now, before we do, a disclaimer. Have you ever read The Complete Horowitz Horror? Well, if you own the book, I advise you to read it. Because trust me, it adds great effect to this story. Our tale for tonight. The shortest horror story ever written. I want to tell you how the story got included in this book. About a week before this book was published, I broke into the offices of Orchard Books, which is located in the rather grubby street near Liverpool Street Station. Maybe you haven't noticed, but the book you're holding at this very moment was originally published by Orchard, and I wanted to get my hands on it because, well, you see, I had an idea. Generally speaking, publishers are stupid, lazy people. Orchard Books has about 20 people working for them, but not one of them noticed that a window has been forced open in the middle of the night and that someone had added a couple pages to the collection of horror stories that was sitting by the computer waiting to be sent to the printers. I have brought these pages with me. You see, because I wanted to add my own message to the book. Nobody noticed, and nobody cared. And if you're watching this, then I'm afraid my plan has worked, and you're about to discover the true meaning of horror. Get ready, because here it comes. 12 years ago, I desperately wanted to be a writer, and so I wrote a horror story based on my own experiences that was rejected by every publisher in London because they claimed it wasn't frightening enough. Of course, none of them have the faintest idea of what horror really meant, because they had never actually committed a murder. Whereas I, my dear viewer, have committed several. My Uncle Frederick was the first victim, followed by my next door neighbor, an unpleasant little man with a mustache and a smelly cat. Two total strangers, an actor who had a bit part in EastEnders, and a Jehovah's Witness who happened to knock on my door while I was cooking lunch. Unfortunately, my adventures came to an end when a dim-witted policeman stopped my car just as I was disposing of the last body, and I was arrested and sent to a lunatic asylum for life. Recently, however, I escaped, and it was after that I had the wonderful idea that you are reading right now. And that can be summarized into 3 simple stages. Drop into the offices of one of those smart publishers in London and slip a couple pages in somebody else's book. With many apologies to Anthony Horowitz, whomever he may be. Exit quietly and stay hidden until the book is published. Return only when the book is in the stores, and then wait in the background until some poor fool buys it and follow that person home. Yes, my dear viewer, at this very moment, I could be sitting outside your home, or your school, or wherever you happen to be. And if by any chance you're the one I've chosen, I'm afraid you're about to learn a lesson about horror that I know you'd prefer to miss. Orchard Books is also going to wish they published me ages ago, especially when they start losing their readers in particularly nasty ways, one by one. Understanding will come, but I'm afraid you're gonna have to read this whole story again on the Creepypasta Wiki. Start at the beginning, only this time, look carefully at the first word of each sentence. Or to be more precise, the first letter of each first word. Now at last, I hope you can see how gloriously, hideously mad I really am. Although for you, perhaps, it may already be too late.